You know what I love about Jimbo is the fact that you would think that he would just be a clown, honky, but I love that he's also a visual artist.
Yeah.
That usually doesn't go hand in hand, most of the time.
Wait, you're saying that to my face? Because I'm a clown.
No, I would never say that to your face.
Well, Deja, it's been lovely having you here today. I know this was your premiere episode, your first time here at the Pit Stop, and I guarantee it's gonna be your last.
Oh, damn!
Last. Hi, it's Bianca Del Rio, and welcome back to the Pit Stop, where we recap all things RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 8. And today, joining me is a gal who comes all the way from season 14 of Drag Race. And if you don't know her from Drag Race, you may know her from Twitter, where she types in all caps. I ain't gonna with you, bitch, because I do exactly the same.
I feel it.
I do it. Let's welcome Miss Deja Skye.
Oh my God, it's me!
Here you are!
Hello!
You are inside the TV.
I am inside the TV. It's a lot quainter and smaller than I remember.
Oh!
Like my very smaller than I remember.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh.
Now, have you been keeping up?
I have. I've been keeping up with the Kardashians,
Yeah,
but I've also been keeping up with season 8.
Yeah.
It's fun. The girls are great. I just think the fancy to calm deep down.
Ooh.
Under
Yeah.
the cement.
Down.
We're drag queens. Some of us look better than others. We get it.
Wait, why did you look at me? Why did you
Who should I have looked at?
consciously just look this way? Look here, bitch. You're not even wearing eyebrows today. So don't try it. Look at her. We all need to be nice. Drag is for everyone. It
No
ain't.
expression.
It ain't for everyone. Just like eyebrows. They're not for everyone.
None.
Now, listen. This is the deal. This is how it works. A show of tomfoolery.
Yes.
And usually it's men in wigs. It's non-binary individuals in wigs.
Yes.
It is a show of entertainment value. Look at this cast of characters. None of these people could hold a real job.
At all.
None of them. I mean, when you talk to Candy Muse, it sounds like she's working a drive-through window.
Right.
You can't understand her. It's just, you're hoping it's a number 6 with fries, but you're not guaranteed.
A large. I want it seasoned.
Extra large. Now, the trick about all of this is, I know you've been recapping and watching yourself. Who are your favorites so far this season?
Oh, Kahana Montrese has been killing it left and right on the runway. But Jessica Wilde has been keeping me entertained this entire time. She's so good. And what I love about her is she doesn't even realize how funny she actually is.
Let me say this. I did not ask her anything about herself, so I apologize. I just realized.
Story of my life.
You went right. I'm sorry. I'm sure you get a lot of that on Grindr.
Honestly.
Here, I need to act like I give a Well, I am very happy that you're here. What has your life been like since season 14?
It's been great. I've been touring. I have touched the stage of the RuPaul's Drag Race Live. And now I'm residing in Vegas. It's hot as hell.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I love it, but I'll get there one day.
Well,
I'll
let's
get there
be
one day.
honest.
Yeah.
I mean, how is it going to be a fabulous place when you got Coco Montrese somewhere nearby?
Oh.
And at this point is what I'm supposed to say. I love you, Coco. No, actually, she's fun.
She is fun.
She's a good time. She's a good time. Now, here you are today. I'm glad that you're with us. And I have to say that there was something interesting about your Meet the Queens video.
You saw
way
that?
back. No, I didn't see it. It's just on my cards. It said that your favorite drag queen was me.
It's true. I think my biggest inspiration would definitely be Bianca Del Rio. I just think she's so authentically herself. And no matter how much she could piss you off, you still love the hell out of her, and that is endearing. I love you, I adore you. I literally said that no matter how much you spew obscenities, you really can't hate her.
No.
And that's a talent.
You see?
Also, your makeup. See, you and I are from the same generation. We like subtlety, flat hair.
Of course.
We like that. So
Yeah.
I think I relate to you in that. The only thing is I'm not as funny as you.
Oh, no, listen, this is the deal. You gave me so many compliments, and I must say, I'm usually uncomfortable when people do that, but not today.
Okay.
Well, enough about your love for me. Let's talk about All-Stars 8. Now, I know that you watch All-Stars because you have your own review show that you do as well. Do you want to tell the kids about it?
Yes, oh my God, you can find me at Deja Skye on YouTube. It's called Deja Analysis. It's where I analyze the lip syncs for your life or legacy or any lip syncs that happen on Drag Race because that's what you need.
Oh, that's what the world needs. More opinions on Drag Race. We do. We do. Well, I'm glad that you're here with me today. Now, who has been your least favorite? Alexis Michelle. Okay, got it.
She is pretty.
from a distance with a glass eye.
From a bar. With the glass eye.
Listen, 2 in the morning, I've been called pretty too.
Honey.
Lies! Lies! My dad never told me that. But in fairness, Deja, her runways have been good.
They've been
I
sickening.
think that's the only thing saving her at this point right now.
It's something.
Now, I know you've been watching the season, but I have to say it's been interesting to see who stayed and who's actually left. But I must say, Kasha Davis is gone.
Oh.
So today, it's not about kindness.
No.
It's not about kindness.
At all.
Oh, we can always make time for kindness. That We are drag queens. We should be angry. We should be upset. Some of our rights are being taken away.
Rioting!
How dare they try to take drag brunch
Who
away
does
from
that?
gays?
How dare they?
Oh,
That's
hitting
all
low.
we have.
That's it.
That's it.
Unlimited mimosas. That's for us. You take that away from us.
You and your bachelorettes.
Take the gay marriage. I don't care about
Yeah.
that. I'm never gonna have a marriage, but a mimosa? Oh, you better believe it. That is my right.
Speaking of drag brunch, I would actually like to plug Voss Events Drag Brunch at Senior Frogs in Las Vegas every Thursday through Sunday. Ding.
But leave your purse at home because works there.
Oh! Bianca! Bianca!
That's the real tip.
Too soon?
Leave home. Leave your
Never.
bags at home. Now, last week, Candy Muse received her first win for Joan the Rusical, and she sent home James Mansfield. Do you think James should be proud of what she showed this season?
I would say that she was the first out. So there's everything to gain and nothing to lose. I
Yeah.
think that she showed much more of herself. Her personality was there. It definitely grew.
Yeah.
So I think she should be proud of herself.
I think so too. I think she should be happy with it. And we also saw, of course, Candy has not won a challenge till this Joan the Rusical challenge. Do you think that this has finally maybe put her in a good spot for the competition?
I mean, I think so. I think Candy is one of those people that is effortlessly funny.
Yeah.
Can't understand her most of the time, but she's effortlessly
Yeah.
funny. And I think that going into All Stars, she had a little bit to prove because she almost won her season.
She did. She was up in the tops for it, and I think that she's good television.
Yes,
and it's a different energy than I get from Jessica Wilde. Jessica Wilde, I get, oh, I'm grateful to be here. I'm gonna make the best of it. Where when I see Candy, it's like, I think translation that I feel I deserve to be here.
I don't get that deserve. When you walk in that door, you have chance just like everyone else.
You were very humble, which is a nice way of saying you're a loser.
Oh, God!
You didn't even get congeniality.
I did.
Oh, cornbread. Oh, speaking of cornbread,
Oh.
I apologize for that episode. Now, back to the story. Yeah. Do you think that Candy was being strategic by sending home James and not Kahana?
I don't think strategic. I
Okay.
just think that, personally speaking, Candy probably thought Kahana had more to offer.
But do you think that they should base it off of the track record, or do you think they should
I
just
don't.
like Lala says this episode, I'm just picking who I feel that day, which I kind of have to agree with.
I don't understand the track record thing because I feel like it is your game. At this point, you have the power, no one else does. Use it how you will. Some people will choose alliances. Some people will choose like Lala. Sure, why not? But it's your game, and you have to what? Own it.
There you go. There you go. As I look at my card for the next question. So the queens count the lipsticks, and Kahana still can't open the box. And everyone else had voted James out, even though Kahana had been in the bottom more. What do you think of that? Do you think it was because Kahana had just that one win that I kind of forgot about, to be honest?
I mean, it was the first episode, so it was what, eons ago?
It was.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the absolute crazy thing to me is everyone voted for James.
How would you vote? Would you get rid of your biggest competition, or would you just get rid of the weakest link?
If it was at the beginning of the season, I would vote, quote unquote, fairly.
Sure.
If it's towards the end, Jimbo's gone.
Really?
Yes.
Now, what happens if you're the only one that votes Jimbo?
Well,
and
then I'm
every-
gone the next season.
I
I gotta own it. I gotta own it.
So at this point in the season,
At this point in the pit stop.
so at this point in the pit stop on the season of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 8, the only two queens who have not had a win are Lala and Alexis Michelle.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? So as we approach this episode, we see that Lala really, really wants a win. Now, we know that Alexis probably wants a win, but she's too busy crying about it. Now, do you think these wins at the halfway point actually count more?
I think they're more memorable. And as we see from numerous seasons, I feel like the competition will only get stronger when it's minimized. So these wins kind of make it more like I am a competitor as opposed to I gotta win when there was a lot of people in the room. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So it's a little bit of yes, a little bit of yes, a little bit of no.
So the next day, Ru enters and announces that for the Maxi Challenge this week, the queens will be improvising in Forensic Queens, specifically the episode of What Happened to Lil Pound Cake. What do you think of this challenge?
It sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
It sounds fun. It sounds something that's referential. So people will automatically be like, I see what you're doing with that.
Yeah.
And it's an iconic character.
Yeah.
Pound Cake.
Yeah.
Season 5. Yes, season 5. So I think it's fun. And it's improv. So therefore, Alexis Michelle has the upper hand.
Well, I gotta say this. First of all, kudos to Drag Race. This is a funny concept. It's a great way to sneak in the whole improvise thing.
Right.
And I absolutely love all forensic shows.
Oh, do you?
I do. As you travel the world, sometimes the only things on TV are forensic files. And I've watched every episode, and I can say this clearly on I was gonna say television, but this is just YouTube.
YouTube.
I'm gonna say this to you from right now. I have watched every episode and has successfully killed about 6 people. Dead.
Should we cheers to that?
No.
Oh. Ding.
It's a great show. It's very informative. But improv is not that easy. And now you know because you won your Snatch game
I did.
on your season.
Woo.
What do you...
Yeah.
My voice can't go that low. My standards, yes.
Yes.
Voice, no. What do you think is the key to improv?
The number one rule of improv, if you're not Bianca Del Rio, don't do it.
Well, no, that's a lie. No, there's tons of people that do it well.
Yeah.
I think that for me, the big key is listening.
Yes.
You have to listen.
If you're just going off of...
Anyway, I feel that...
I see what you did there, you bitch.
That was rude of me.
No,
but
was
to be
perfect.
fair, I have not been listening this entire episode.
I think you're right. I think listening, making sure that you're not just doing your own thing, making sure that it kind of seems organic, unless you're in the scene by yourself.
Yeah.
Hello, do your own thing, Jessica Wilde.
Yeah.
But if you are in with someone, you have to listen.
So do you think you would do well in this particular challenge?
I think I would.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went, I think I would.
It's all right. You can raise your voice. We're excited. You're excited by this.
I'm not good with scripts.
Yeah.
You saw the Daytona win.
Well,
I thank God for the fart sound effects.
yes.
Yeah, I thank God. I swear to God, I thought the first one was me. Honey.
That's authenticity, yes.
Yes, the improv, I feel like it's gonna be the best thing. For
Yeah.
me, it's just something that you can go off the cuff, and half the time, you have no idea what the you just said.
True.
And that's the best improvisation.
That's the magic.
Yeah.
Now, are you a true crime fan?
No. I used to watch Matlock with my grandma. Is that true crime?
Well, kind of, sort of. I mean, it's like a
Ish.
whodunit, then you find out who did it later.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's old school.
I'm more of like a 2000s, like MTV VH1 reality show, me and Vanjie.
Oh.
I Love New York.
Okay.
Flavor of Love.
So you like trash TV, not so much people getting killed. Yeah. I love people getting killed. I really, really do. I sit back and watch these shows and go, she did it. She did
Really?
it." Yeah, especially like when they're interviewing the inmate. I
Yes.
always try to spook the outfit and go, that's a uniform. He's already in jail. Because they try to crop it up to this high. If it's light blue or orange, jail, jail, jail.
So like literally by 5 minutes in, you already know who did it.
Oh, totally. Oh, totally, yeah. Very rarely am I surprised by a murder. So, now we see the queens picking their parts, and Kahana is in a big funk.
Yes.
And she seems a little checked out. Well, it could possibly be because it's another acting challenge. But yeah, she's in her feelings. She's in her feelings. She's all booted up.
Right.
And she's sitting back about to give the Heidi treatment where she's gonna walk out. Woo! Listen, I don't wanna sound like a but I get very upset when I see people wanting to leave.
Yeah.
And you know what upsets me even more than that? When you bitch and complain that you wanna leave, and then you stay. So she's on my list right now. I know you have a different opinion.
You know, I think we have no idea what was going on in her head. It's a pressure cooker. You've been there.
Yeah.
But apparently you were sailing. Ooh, triggered.
Yeah.
But I just think that Kahana is one of those people. She is very impulsive and she's very emotional.
And of course, Candy and Alexis have conflict over picking parts.
Again.
After Alexis gives the original part she wants to Lala. And there it is. Alexis starts crying, and then Candy is over it. Crying over a part?
Like,
Like, you're supposed to get some medal because you gave up the other part.
Right.
It's like, listen, it's fine. Everybody's gonna have their favorites, but you just kind of go, all right, you'll take it. All right, I'll do something with it.
To me, the best part was Alexis gaslighting Candy into possibly taking the other part because it was, quote unquote, the same. We saw that load. I don't know why I said load. We saw that. I'll say load again. We saw that load.
Yeah.
Alexis only came in at the end. Candy was throughout. Alexis, strategy, and I see it.
Bitch, that
see it.
lollipop had more screen time than Alexis. Let me tell you, that little lollipop.
Oh my God,
was weird.
totally.
But what did you think of this moment when Alexis started crying?
I will say I probably would have done what Candy did and just walk away. I mean,
Yeah.
Candy really did was like, oh my God, I cannot. I wouldn't have done all that.
No,
but
I would have
definitely-
went,
Right.
go, yeah, that's what you cry about, and then walked away.
No, it's just one of those things. We're all under pressure, girl. Get over it. It's just a part.
Agreed. But you see, my issue with it now is I'm going, is the crying sincere? Or is it just the one trick that she knows to do to get sympathy and to get attention?
Okay.
I mean, everybody else is looking at her like, what the caused this? And then to top all this off, Kahana is deciding to leave. What is going on? All of this over a little crime mystery show involving a missing baby doll. So then we see something that is completely out the box. We now see RuPaul leave her air-conditioned dressing room. She walks into the room to surprise these bitches and gets them all together. What did you think of this moment?
I did love her nod to Tom Brown. That was sickening. I will say this. I would have been my pants if Ru, and you know he opened that door slam.
And it's
like,
a set.
I
It's a set.
am going to, oh.
Yeah. No railing
At all.
coming down those steps.
At all.
No.
But I will say, like, to me, I was scared for them.
Yeah.
But I will say this, the best part. Sorry to spit.
Okay.
COVID. The best part was Alexis all of a sudden turned it on. Mama Ru, yes, I understand. And I was like, oh, girl, she is going for the Tony, Oscar, Emmy, one of those.
Ru shouldn't have to leave her dressing room.
No.
At all. Ever.
But Kahana stayed, so.
Yeah, she did end up staying, and I guess the talk worked. I mean,
Yeah.
do you really need Ru to walk into the room and remind you that you're here for a reason? You're here to win this competition. This is All-Stars. This is not some young kids
Right.
on episode 1 of their initial season.
Right.
Come on.
You're weathered.
Yes.
You're
Look at
you're
their
old.
faces. They're weathered.
You took that joke from me.
Not even a joke, just looking at it.
Oh, damn.
I mean, I just think it's insane that Ru had to leave her dressing room to give them a talk to set them straight. But if it gets them back on track so we can continue this television show, it's a good thing.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's talk Forensic Queens. All right? The episode at hand. Who stood out for you?
Jessica Wilde. Yeah.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy her. And in this whole improv thing, when she's talking about Taco Tuesday
And
that
guacamole.
ET card, I was pissing myself. And it was those dramatic pauses
It was.
that she went,
Yeah.
it's Taco Tuesday, and she doesn't leave the card.
Dun,
She would
dun,
never
dun.
leave the
Yeah.
card. No, because guacamole is extra. No. She was brilliant.
And at the end, she wrapped it up and
She
said,
did.
now I can afford a Taco Tuesday. It was so good.
Ah, we
It
love
was
you,
so
Jessica.
good.
We love Jessica.
I think the other person, hands down, was Lala Ree.
Ah,
I think that she knew that she was going to kill that role.
Yeah.
And she delivered.
she did.
Those were the two stand-ups.
I have to agree with you on this. I thought Jessica surprised me.
Yeah.
I totally believe that she and Little Pound Cake went to Taco Tuesday.
Right.
I thought Lala Ree gave us range,
Yeah.
which was great. We haven't seen really her shine in many moments. I mean, her Snatch game wasn't as good as this,
Right.
but she really delivered. She gave us range. She seemed like a shady security
Yeah.
person, totally believable. And I must say, kudos to Ru yet again. Not only did Ru leave her dressing room to come yell at these people, she did the forensic voiceover, but she also did the reenactment.
Oh, it was
Girl,
epic.
I
It
was
was everything.
gagging. Who do you think struggled the most?
You know, I will say, I don't think anyone was terrible.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I thought it was actually pretty funny. I think everyone had a moment, I would say. You know, I mean, they were far in between.
Yeah.
But I definitely think the struggle buses were Alexis. I just think she couldn't have that moment of like, I'm here and I'm funny. I was just kind of like, you're kind of blending in.
You know, maybe we put Alexis on a different level because she's constantly saying, I'm a performer, I do this, that I expected more.
That is the key
Yeah.
to success
Yeah.
on Drag Race. Do not come in saying what you're good at, just show
Yeah.
what you're good at.
And I was pleasantly surprised by everybody else, but like you, I didn't think anybody was really, really bad. Next, we have our runway, which is Miss fill in the blank, so they get to create their own titles.
So
get
they
that?
get to do whatever they want.
Yeah. Before we go into looking at the looks,
Okay.
what would you have done for this category?
I would say Miss Unforgettable.
Oh.
Yes, and then I would come out as a blank canvas.
Oh.
And then I would go to the end of the runway
Uh-huh.
and say, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then I would go to the right.
Uh-huh.
'Cause, you know, that's how you.
Yeah, I get
right.
it. Yeah.
And I would turn around
Uh-huh.
and say, okay.
Uh-huh.
And then left.
Yeah.
I would definitely go down left. Yes, left.
Yes,
It's
it
opposite
usually
from
follows right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I would go, what? And then I would back to center because I feel like you need to see the.
You know, I'm gonna stop you right
Okay,
here for many reasons.
Yes.
Number one, it's bad improv.
Ah.
And number two,
Okay.
you need to think this through before you get on All Stars 48.
I do.
Okay.
48? You think
Yes.
it's gonna last that long, or me?
Yes.
You think I'm gonna last that long?
I won't last that long.
Okay.
But you keep thinking about that.
I will. I will.
Remind me to never ask her that question again.
Okay.
All right.
Now, Miss Bianca Del Rio, what miss would you be?
Well, pageants kind of scare me.
Okay.
Because it's tricky, because I entered a pageant once. I was
Oh.
the only contestant,
Ah.
and I came in 5th.
That was great improv. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, Bianca
There
Del
you
Rio.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I the judges, and they still gave me that placement.
Well, you know what they say.
Something. I liked your conviction on that. You know what they say.
Yeah.
It's so good, I'm not gonna tell you. See? That's improv, baby. As you can see, we're not that close.
Yeah. She almost fell over her hip.
This nose, bitch, I totally lean.
No.
All right, let's get into looks. Okay.
Oh, excuse the out of me. Wow.
Here we go. Right, I'm only giving more time to get ready.
Oh, she probably has what? One half of her lip on by
That's
now?
about
Like,
it.
what's going on?
And those are the lips we're not gonna see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. First up, we have our favorite, Miss Jessica Wilde.
Not my favorite.
Not your favorite?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just felt like it was like, oh, I had a sequin dress and now let me add some wieners on it, you know? But I did love what she was saying. She said, I'm a wiener.
Yeah.
She's just so good. I just
good.
love her.
Listen, I thought it was a safe look. It's not a bad dress. I
Sure.
love the color yellow because I'm into
Right.
piss. But I thought the whole wiener thing was great. I didn't expect her to like wieners that
Right.
much. But
Yeah.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. I thought with her performance, I think she's in a good spot.
Yes.
Not mad at it.
No,
Not
not
mad
at
at it. Next up, we have Miss Kahana Montrese.
God.
Stunning.
She never misses on this season on the runways.
And I know she's calling herself, I believe it was Tired
Tired-ass
Showgirl.
showgirl.
Farthest thing
Where?
from it.
I don't even like that green, but I loved it on her.
You know, Michelle was having a fit. for that green. No, I thought she looked exquisite. I thought how funny that she looks exquisite and then she's calling herself tired. I thought it
Where was that energy during the improv?
That's what makes me so crazy because you know she has the confidence. Next up, we have Miss Lala Ree as Miss Bootlegger. Now, girl, Bootlegger, I'm cackling, okay? I'm cackling because at my age, bootlegged back in 1920s.
Okay. Ooh.
We couldn't get liquor.
At all.
So we'd have, no. I thought this is a funny look. You know what it reminded me of?
What?
Do you remember the film Baps?
Yeah.
Yes, it's very
Remember that.
Baps in that. I love the hair hanging off the purse.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she's got DVDs for
Yes.
sale.
I just personally didn't like the actual look,
I-
but I loved the concept.
Yeah.
And she made me howl on the, stage.
I thought it was a funny look, but are we hating it or not liking it because everybody else is giving glamour?
Ooh.
Is that what it is?
Probably not.
No. Okay.
I just don't really like the look.
Don't like the look.
I just don't really like the look.
Next up, we have Candy Muse as Miss Arrogant. All right. Isn't that every episode, Candy?
No.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm not crazy about the look. It's okay.
I love the hair.
All right.
I think she looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. All right, moving right along. Next, we have Miss Alexis Michelle. This whole jockstrap thing, the pea stain, the handkerchief, I think it's clever, 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 clever.
Yes.
Do I think it's gonna help her performance?
No.
Absolutely not. It's almost like too much idea. Like, I don't know where to look. I like the pea, as I've said before. I don't know, maybe it's the hair and the crown and the jockstrap and the hanky. It's a little too many.
Too much.
Too many ideas.
Okay.
But I gotta say, Alexis as Miss Man Pig, it's spot on.
Yeah, very creative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's creative. It's almost too many ideas, but you know what? Her runways have been lovely.
Yes.
And finally, we have Jimbo as Miss Tits McGee.
When I think of Jimbo, I automatically think of this.
Yeah.
And seeing as what they have delivered so far, it was the kind of like, cute, you know? But I always expect the elevation, the execution.
Oh, come on now. Out
what I
of
mean?
20 looks you bring, one is gonna be kind of.
Or all, in my case, all.
Yeah. Well, you were consistent. I go Tits McGee. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's executed well.
Those are Z's.
That's some titties.
God,
bitch.
that's
That's
commitment.
let me tell you, one time
Okay.
I had too much salt in Puerto Vallarta, and my
Okay.
testicles looked exactly like that.
I had no idea where this is going, but I'm glad I'm here for this.
Yeah, they were a little lower, but yeah, they were just as swole. No, I think it's a good look. I
Yeah.
think it's a safe look.
She looks beautiful.
This is a safe look. Yeah. So, out of our gaggle of gals here, who had your favorite look on the runway?
I think my favorite look had to be Kahana's.
Oh,
I just thought it
Kahana.
was just so together. I didn't even care what the sash said, to be honest. She just looks stunningly gorgeous. I love the hair. I loved everything. So I would say Kahana.
I will say I like Kahana's dress
Yeah.
for the runway and
Yeah.
look, but I love Jessica's performance and I enjoyed her runway.
Oh.
So I would go with Jessica. Who was your least favorite look?
I would say my least favorite look was Candy Muse.
Sounds like you're saying you hate her.
No, I love her. I
That's
actually
what I
think
heard.
she's
That's what I
great.
heard.
No, I think she's great. It's just the look was not looking.
The look was not looking and it caused you to look away.
Wow.
Poet as well.
Boom. Bianca, what was your least favorite?
Lalaurie.
Yeah.
Lalaurie, my least favorite look, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because she was brilliant in her challenge. Now, after the judges' critiques, we found out that the winner this week is Lalaurie.
Woo!
Do we agree?
Yeah, I think it was gonna be her or Jessica.
Uh-huh.
I laughed out loud more with Jessica.
Yeah.
But they were the two best.
I thought she did a really, really good job. She didn't play one note. She kind of gave us little moments. That little footage she did behind the scenes had me laughing. I thought she really understood the character. She
Right.
knew how to be a lazy security bitch.
Yes.
That's not really a compliment.
No.
But she really did a great job with what
Yeah,
she had. And the fact that
absolutely.
she came up with it on the spot, kudos, Miss Lalaurie. In the bottom, we had once again Kahana and Alexis Michelle. Now, do you agree with the two that are in the bottom?
Absolutely.
I agree too.
Yeah.
Now, this is Kahana's fourth time in the bottom. Do you think that the girls are getting sick of her?
I don't think sick of her. Kahana is so sweet to be around. So I don't think that people are getting sick of her. I just think the writings is on the wall.
It's about to be on the mirror.
Wow.
It is.
I like you.
And next we wish I could say this name. Next, we find out that the lip sync assassin is your season 14 sister,
Mama?
Georgia.
Hello, Des.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you love seeing Georgia's there?
I do. What I love about what I love. Can you ask me again?
Okay. Don't you just love seeing Georgia's there?
I do. My sister's amazing. What I love most about her, when you see her perform, she's so fluid, and you know that she lives her life. Can I cuss?
Yes.
She lives her life on that stage.
Yeah.
And she never disappoints.
Well, it's always great when the lip sync assassin comes out and they're actually a lip sync assassin. You know?
Say their names.
No, I don't have to say their names. Subscribe to my Patreon. I'll tell you more about it. You bitch, I'll tell you you're a for free. I don't need to bother with that. And you've had to lip sync against Georgia's before. Woo-hoo-hoo. How did that feel?
I'm gonna say this.
Tell us.
After a certain lip sync, Georges, my good Judy, walked up to me, Deja Skye, and said, "You are the only person in this competition that I would not want to lip sync against."
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I don't know why, but I did take it as the biggest compliment ever.
That is amazing.
Yeah. What was the question?
I don't know. I have no idea. So, Lala and Georgia lip sync to About Damn Time by your favorite Miss Lizzo.
Widow.
What did you think of the lip sync?
I mean, were we expecting anything less?
No, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good, but I'm gonna pick it apart for a hot minute. I thought they both had two different interpretations of it, which I thoroughly enjoyed both. I did. But Lala, that wig. That wig. First of all, the wig is too flat. If you buy one, buy two. Pile it on top just for proportions. That was my issue, and you had the issue with what?
The sequin okay, here's my thing. If you have long hair, you better flip it, whip it, turn. There has to be a reason for the long hair.
Yeah.
And there was no, she could have worn a kitty cat.
She could have, little pussycat wig.
I'm saying.
But overall, I mean, the look was okay. I would like the second wig on top of that. Also, the hair on the sequins, like I said, it's problematic. But she won the lip sync.
Turn it.
She did. Do you agree with the judges?
I think it could have gone either way. I saw more joy in Lala Ree.
Yeah, I think she was riding high. Wasn't it sweet that when you saw Georgia say,
because she saw you did that, bitch.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
You know?
Isn't that nice?
I love
to
that.
see somebody incredibly talented being nice to someone else. You ain't gonna get it here. You're not gonna get it here.
Would have been nice.
Would have been. Ha ha ha. So Lala then reveals her lipstick, and she has chosen to eliminate Kahana. Do you think this was the right choice?
I think it was. I will say this, though.
What, boo?
If I was in Lala Ree's shoes.
You would be in a very big shoe.
A size Titanic. I would have definitely.
Do you agree choosing Kahana, or do you think it should have been Alexis?
I agree that Kahana, it was her time to go.
Okay.
However.
You're saying next on the hit list is Alexis. I got you. So, Deja, there are 5 queens left. Who do you think is winning this competition?
Jessica Wilde.
Jessica Wilde's your front runner.
I want Jessica Wilde to win.
She's at top of my list, and I must say that in a very close second is Jimbo.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Deja, for being my guest today. I know this was your first time on the pit stop.
Yeah.
How was it?
A blast. You're an honest goddess.
Oh, you're too kind.
So sweet. Minimal makeup.
Yeah.
No wig.
Okay.
Prepared.
What a liar. Well, thank you for joining me today, and thank you all for joining me here at the Pit Stop. And make sure you catch us next week here on our YouTube channel, where we recap all things RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 8. See you then. Bye. You know, listen, let's be real, and I'm going to confess something.
Okay.
Okay? The first time I sucked a it wasn't right. It wasn't right.
It was ripe, but it wasn't right.
It was not right. It was not right. And it took about maybe 4 or 5 tries for them to say, stop using your teeth.
Ah.
I learned. So what do I do now? Take them out, put them on the nightstand, and fuck like a mother. But that's how I learned.
Do those actually come out?
No, they don't.
Oh, can I try?
No, they don't come out. Could you imagine?
Oh, hey, everybody, it's Michelle Visage. Do you want Emmy-nominated gay? Well, then subscribe to RuPaul's Drag Race on YouTube.